Alright, so we're in game 2. This time, so turn order of this game is first position is Jax Wild, playing as white. Second position, playing as green is Chris and Chips. Third position, playing as purple is Pentix. Fourth position, playing as black is Clive Chatterjee. Ooh, our settings wrong. Looks like settings might be wrong, they're checking. Our settings incorrect? Do we know? And then the fifth and final position is Rivers. Or is Rivers just upset that he's last position? Oh, alliances are supposed to be off. Okay, yeah, settings are incorrect. I think it's gonna be. I think it's. We're gonna do a. This should be a restart. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. There was a slight, slight incorrect setting on. Alliances are supposed to be off. Okay, now we are officially in game 2 with correct settings. This time, in the first position, playing as purple, we have Pentix. In the second position, playing as black, we have Clive Chatterjee. In the third position, playing as blue, we have General Rivers. In the fourth position, playing as white, we have Jax Wild. And in the fifth and final position, playing as green, we have Chris and Chips. Now, targets for this game. So Pentix's target is Jax. So first position, going for fourth position. Clive's target is Pentix, so another case of second position going for first position. Rivers' target is Chris, so third position going for fifth position. Jax's target is Clive, so fourth position going for second position, and Chris's target is Rivers, so fifth position going for. So Rivers and Chris have each other as targets, and then the other three are kind of just in a triangle. Pentix is trying to kill Jax. Jax is trying to kill Rivers. Rivers is trying to kill Pentix. Not Rivers. That's stupid. Clive is trying to kill Pentix. So just looking at turn 1 lines here. Also, just I guess to go through the settings, we're on the map Atlantis. Blizzards are on. Fog is off. Portals are on. They're stable, so they'll be in the exact same spot the entire game. It is a 60-second turn timer. Alliances are off. Balance blitz dice, yada yada, the usual. progressive cards. I think I already said that, but just to reiterate. So Pentix going for Jacks currently. It's kind of hard to tell this early because everyone's in so many places. But off rip, his lines on Jacks are pretty good. In fact, his lines on Jacks are almost perfect. The only thing he could really struggle getting. Ooh, I just noticed those blizzards up in the top left, top right, excuse me. Like where you see like Chris is buried 5. That's interesting. That could cause problems later on for these guys. For who is it that has Chris? Rivers. Well, I guess Rivers only has to get through a 2 of Jacks currently, but Jacks could always buff that up because he's probably gonna want to keep that corner position too. I'd say that position is really the only thing ruining Pentix's lines here. Also, the fact that to get there he has to get to Jax's 4, which he also doesn't have extremely easy access to. He'd have to punch probably through Rivers' 4 in front of it. Then we look at Clive's lines on Pentix, and they are currently not terrible. Pentix's 5 having a portal on it kind of sucks for Pentix because that means he doesn't really have a corner to hide in, really. And Clive has access to his 2 that, would usually be a kill guard position, which Clive did not stay on. He moved off, which kind of shocks me. You'd think he'd want to stay exactly there if he could. And because that maintains his access to Pentix's 2. Unless, Zerky, did you send new targets, or are these still the same targets? Other than that, Clive has pretty straight line. That's not entirely true. Pentix does have his 3 in the middle. That is kind of a tough one. Oh, they're new? Can you send them here, please? That makes way more sense. I was like, huh. Why is Clive not really trying to keep his lines on Pentix? Okay. Oh, Clive still has Pentix. God damn it. Oh, no, these are the same ones. Never mind. These are the same targets. I was thinking, like, between restarts is what I meant. So, yeah, okay, no, the targets we were thinking of are correct. So I'm not sure why Clive is kind of willing to just give that up. Unless he's trying to goad Pentix into coming out of the corner, which I don't think he's going to. I don't know why he would. I also just noticed River. Okay, if anyone sees Rivers' 5, kind of right in the bottom middle, that is only accessible through a portal. It is completely blocked on both sides by blizzards. The only way you can get to that 5 is by portal hopping there, which is actually kind of interesting. I kind of like that, especially if whoever has him doesn't have access to a portal, which they do. That's kind of funny. You don't see that all the time. Pentix does move out of the corner, and Clive moves right back, as he should, in my opinion. Yeah, the portals here are pretty interesting, honestly. Makes it a lot more difficult for these corner positions to actually be like kill guards. Also, Rivers moves out of that blocked in territory. This group needs a wildcard player to make it spicy. Yeah, I'd call Chris and Chips a wildcard. But, not really, but Keep your chum out of PRT, Cecil. Well, so what happened to Cecil? You got suicide in another Assassin's tourney? Oh. Was it in Speeds? Was it in Speedster's Assassin's tournament? I mean, I'd assume. That's unfortunate. I've got that later this week. Also, for anyone that maybe didn't, I'd imagine you saw it if you have Event Labs, the Event Labs role. There's going to be a third Assassin's tournament coming up here. Going to be announced in a few days, actually. Unless was it already announced? No, it's going to be announced this Sunday. So we're going to have 3 Assassin's tournaments running at the same time. 2 is enough. Yeah, they're doing it because they're releasing the new Secret Assassin game mode, which was very interesting timing. Which is the third one. It's one they're doing for Event Labs as part of like the new release because SMG kind of asks them to like do an Event Labs tournament every time there's a new pack released or a new update. So it's going to be for that. So it's going to be completely centered around the Secret Assassin mode. That's going to be like what they're using. Because the update is supposed to come out sometime this week, so sometime probably in the next couple days, if I had to imagine. When exactly, I'm not sure. I know they're doing like a giveaway on Facebook or something. Maybe the day that ends is the day it gets released. It'd be interesting for sure. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot different about it from like how we do Assassins manually. I was actually pretty shocked when they announced that it was going to be a separate thing entirely. I figured they were just going to keep it as part of secret missions and update the kill missions. But it's definitely curious. Other than that, yeah, so it's 3 Assassins tournament, fantastic, Yeah, I don't know why I completely separate. I don't really get it either. but I guess it's something. Maybe it'll be just what we can use. Does anyone know if you kill someone else's target if the game ends? Okay, Cecil, I know that's not how it's going to work because SMG publicly stated that they were going to fix that in secret missions. They didn't state about secret assigns, but they stated in an update, like in their first feedback thread about after secret missions release, they were like, we got a lot of negative feedback about how the kills, like the game would end if someone else got your kill, and they said they were fixing that, which might be fixed already. I'm not sure. That might have already been. I haven't played secret missions in forever, to be honest, so I honestly couldn't tell you. But as far as I know, that's changed. Or will be changed. Alright, looking at this one, I don't think this game is going to end on second trades on a lucky trade on 3, personally. I think the board is mixed up enough. I definitely don't think Chris is dying with that 6 all the way in the back. Do they give you a new mission? That's a good question. I didn't think about that. Maybe okay, because I have to imagine this is how they're doing it. I think they're going to do it Assassin's rules, where, yeah, you get the person who kills your target as the new mission. Which, I mean, is logical, you know? It's just funny to me. It's so obvious how untested Secret Missions was when it was released. And the map pack, too. Like, the map pack, that was probably the most, like, bugs, like, most, like, major bugs found in a map pack in a while. Like, in the same one. Like, that was such a terrible release. The glitch Arco found, where you could just, like, farm troops into the millions. That was funny. Yeah, Arco does a pretty good job of that, of just finding the most random things and abusing them to all their power. But no, it's just like, it's just so funny how they just never seem to care enough to test anything. Anything. I mean, that release was especially bad, but it's so ridiculous to me. Also, I just realized, hold on, I think my dimensions are off here. Yeah, okay. There we go. That fits way better. All right. I just realized it was that small. It wasn't like fitting to the background. Yeah, Cecil. Okay, so when the secret missions first dropped, Cecil, there was a glitch where if you had secret missions 1v1, or just secret missions in general, and you had it where it was like set to neutral bot, if the person like surrendered, flagged, and it just like surrendered their troops, because you hadn't won your mission yet, it would just reset your turn constantly, like multiple times a second. So you were just constantly placing troops everywhere, like just over and over and over. Like, I remember after it was like Arco farmed it into several millions over the course of a couple hours. Banana had it where he set an auto clicker to place on the same territory for like 8 hours, and it got to like 50 million. It was so funny. Anyway, back to the game that I'm commentating technically. Um, so looking at things here, Clive's lines on Pentix are pretty good, to be honest. We might see a dead Pentix with a lucky trade on 3 from Clive, maybe. Um, Like his lines are completely straight. I don't know if a trade on 3 would be enough because it's only 15. I just remembered that it would only be 15 troops. It probably wouldn't be enough then. It would be close. You know, he'd have to go for some risky rolls, but he can make it work. I think. We'll see. As for Pentix, who's Pentix's target again? Pentix has Jax. He has Jax. How are his lines? Could be better. Could definitely be better, but they're not bad. Actually, no, they're pretty good. Actually, because the 2 is no longer blocked. He can just go through. He can go from the right side into there. Yeah, never mind. Pentix's lines on Jax are actually good. He just needs the troops to do it. Okay, I'm gonna pin this. That's way smarter. Clive's splitting his troops, which is smart, making sure he doesn't lose lines on that kill and making his lines even better. Which, if that didn't make it very obvious who his target is, if it wasn't already, now they know. Just put the box guys next to the name. Oh, true. I could like draw lines or something. I can't. Thing is, I can't edit the overlay. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm like able to. Maybe I could. I'd have to. I'd have to. I see what you're saying. That would be a good idea. Might try to implement that. I might suggest it to Mitch. Be like, hey, if you could figure out a way to do this, maybe put like their PRT profile pictures. That wouldn't always work though. If too many people have like the anonymous one. All right, so we see no trades on 3, which I kind of expected. Pentix has no trade on 4. That is very unfortunate. Lucky for him, the person who has him as his target doesn't benefit from him missing a card. Do we see Clive go for it though? No way. Maybe Clive doesn't have a trade. If Clive had a trade, I think this was a missed opportunity to not go for it right now. Like I think even with a 15 trade, he has it with lucky dice. So are we seeing everyone go to 5? I doubt it. But maybe. I'm sure this is ruining plans that people had for this turn because they thought people were going to trade. They don't. No one wants the 15 trade. No one wants that. I think the game's probably over next turn though, unless people can find a real way to chuck up the board. Yeah, well, everyone goes to 5. I guess we'll have to see what happens. I definitely don't think Pentix has it with only the 15 trade. Jax's kill. I don't think he's got it. Definitely needs something bigger than that. But at the very least, he lived. You know, that's something. I think. Did Pentix also lose a stack somewhere, or is he just really that far behind in troops? I feel like he lost something. Unless I'm tripping. Nah, I'm tripping. Never mind. Did I miss something? I think I missed something. I looked away from my screen for like 2 seconds. What did I miss? Am I losing my mind? Why is Rivers on 44 troops? Okay, I missed something, and I don't know what it was. All right, moment of truth. I'm kidding. He's not going for it. The odds of this kill working would be so low. He's not going for it. Oh. Genuinely though, what did I miss? I wasn't looking. I had to do something else for a second. What was going on? Why the hell is Rivers so low on troops? Or is it just has Clive been on 12 this entire time? Is that why? It just seems like Rivers is low on troops. Yeah, I'm probably losing my mind. You know, I don't think we see anyone. Clive 12 plus and oh yeah. I don't think we see any kills happen here though, because like I don't think there's no way Jax has Clive. There's no way Chris has Rivers. In my opinion, I don't think either of them have enough. I mean, I think Chris could definitely try. Oh no, because the 8. Never mind. Chris definitely doesn't have it. Um, you know, there's simply no way Jax can kill Clive here. So we're going to third trades here. That's when I think lucky trades on 3 are definitely going to matter. I think whoever has a trade on 3 might have enough to win the game. Chris with the worst lines by far. Yeah, probably. With the 5 so buried in the middle, definitely. Okay, Pentic's trying. Yeah, he's knocking down Jax. He's trying to run. I think a little bit. Clive got the trade. I'm gonna take his hesitance as a no. Yeah, the 5 and the 8 especially. There's no way he gets to that 8. Jax went with the set, absolutely. Jax has this in the bag if he has a trade. I was like, because even if Rivers had a trade, I don't think he could have killed Chris. Okay, that's game. Yeah, I was gonna say he's got to be fast though. Only 60 seconds. No, this is. Yeah. There you go. GG's. GG's to Jax.